Yeah. So Dhruv, yes, now we can start. Today's main focus is going to be on quant and DI combined together. So what was your strategy? How they can improve themselves and everything we'll talk about.
Sure. Hello. So am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah. So I'm a civil engineer by profession, and I've done my civil engineering from VJTI. And for all those who've not been there in the previous webinar, I have scored 147, and my rank is 11. And moving on to the quant strategy, the first strategy, the quant strategy, this is because quant was my stronger section compared to the four sections in CET. And there's nothing as such the quant is difficult. It is just you need to go with the right strategy and start solving sums. So first of all, I'll just tell you my strategy for the entire paper, and then we'll move on to quants. So I started for the 150-minute paper, I started with quants. Then I moved on to abstract reasoning, then verbal and logic, because logic was comparatively weaker when it comes to puzzles. And within the quant sections, and as everyone knows, there are 50 questions. And within, so I used to solve quant in three types. I like basically I used to solve three. Like I used to just scroll the questions, like from 1 to 50 I did it thrice. So like starting from first question to the 50th question, I picked up all the easy questions, and like all those one liners and some Bodmer's rules or simple multiplication sums. So that was basically a 15-second 30-second sums which I used to do in the first round. This is because if you see, there's a human mentality that if you solve more sums in less number of time, you get a lot of confidence. So now what I used to do is like there was some sum of Bodmer's, a simple application of squares and cubes and the Bodmer's rule. So I solved that first. And then there was on some where it is just a simple application of formula of time and distance. Just take it for example, time and distance. So I solved that sum first. So now when you start from first to 50, you just have to pick up those questions which are extremely easy. Extremely easy, I mean which you can solve within 15 seconds. Now it can be like the chapters which you might be finding it easier might be difficult for me as well. So according to your easiness, what you think, you should go with that in the first round. So that's from first to 50, all the simple sums are done. So now if you see out of those 50, there will be 10 to 15 sums which are very easy. So you should pick up those sums and then complete those sums. If you like around 15 sums, two three, you can complete it within 3 to 4 minutes. If you see, sometimes they are so easy that you can come to know with the options only, the answers. And sometimes the answers options are so far away that you can easily mark with just a wild guess. Yeah, you think ऐसा होगा, तो two options will be close and one will be the answer which you might have got, or you might think that this is the right answer. So just go ahead with that and don't think so much while marking options, because सीईटी में ये की है कि बहुत दूर दूर ऑप्शंस आएगा, और जब तुम लोग के दो ऑप्शंस जो क्लोज रहेंगे उसमें अगर तुम्हें एक बार भी सही आ रहा है उसमें, तो जस्ट मार्क इट, बिकॉज डोंट थिंक कि वो थोड़ा क्लियर रॉन्ग जा रहा है कि नहीं. डोंट ओवर थिंक व्हेन यू आर सॉल्विंग क्वांट सम्स, बिकॉज इफ यू ओवर थिंक यू विल एंड अप वेस्टिंग अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. सो मेरा ऐसा ही था, आई स्टार्टेड विद कॉन्स, इजी सम्स हो गए, जो आंसर आया आया, मार्क करके निकलो आगे. फिर 1 से 50 तो हो गया, तो इसमें डीआई स्किप किया, कॉन्ट के मॉडरेट लेवल डिफिकल्ट स्किप किए. अब आता है 50 से लेके 1 तक जाना वापस. तो 50 से लेके 1 में अब मैं क्या करता था, आई यूज्ड टू सॉल्व डीआई क्वेश्चंस and along with that moderate quant sections. Now DI sections you have to pick up, like there might be like basically ऐसा आता है, pie chart आता है, line graph आता है, bar graph आता है, and there's one paragraph wise question, paragraph question, and I don't remember the fifth type, maybe something combination of one bar chart and one pie chart as such. So don't just panic and start solving, like just see the questions first. डीआई सॉल्व करते टाइम मेरा ये पहले बहुत एक टेंडेंसी था कि मैं पूरा सम डीआई का, जैसे पाई चार्ट है तो पाई चार्ट की सारे पाई के अंदर का जो वैल्यूज है उनको पहले कंप्यूट करूं. मतलब अगर समझो टोटल दिया है 2200, एंड देन देयर इज वन within the pi there is one all the what do you call, all the parameters. You calculate all the parameters and then go ahead with the sum, thinking that it will be based on that only. But don't do that. क्या होता है पाई चार्ट में, कभी कभी वो लोग खाली दो ही चीज का पूरा 5 क्वेश्चंस बना के कैसे कैसे घुमा के करते. So don't, whenever you solve a DI sum, make it a point that you are solving it like a single question. Though the data is interrelated, but it is sorry, 1 second. Hello. Yeah. So though the data is interrelated, but don't think कि वो भाई if I solve all the things which is given like bar chart की सब values लिख दो या फिर line chart की जो भी है वो सब values लिख दो तो और फिर बाकी बाद में जाके solve करूँ, that will not make sense because you once you start doing this you will take up you will like around 2 to 3 minutes of yours will be gone and उसके बाद जाके you will come to know कि हाँ भाई question में तो related ही नहीं है ये सब, so that doesn't make sense. Instead what you can do is वो just keep a note of what is being asked in the questions. Like what I used to do is take a select a DI set and then from that just take up one question at a time. तो उसमें क्या होता है, I was not wasting time in thinking calculating or using any formulas or intensive calculation आ नहीं रहा था. तो कैसे जैसे जैसे जो डेटा पूछ रहा था उसमें मैं उसके हिसाब से मैं बना रहा था टेबल. तुम लोग का हैबिट ये रहेगा मोस्टली, क्योंकि मेरा ये हैबिट था क्वांट्स में, मैंने बहुत ये सॉल्व किए थे कि मैं पहले पूरा टेबल लिखता था फिर उसमें बहुत गंदे कैलकुलेशन आते. यू नो सीईटी में द क्वांट्स में इट इज ओनली इम्पोर्टेंट कि यू सॉल्व द कैलकुलेशन स्मार्टली, स्लॉग मत करना, क्योंकि सीईटी में लोग जानबूझ के क्वांट्स में ज्यादा कैलकुलेशंस देते. तो कैलकुलेशंस ज्यादा से बचने के लिए द ओनली थिंग इज सॉल्व वन बाय वन. Second thing is don't go deep into the calculation. Like परसेंटेज में पूछा तो उसको परसेंटेज ही रखो, उसको जाके 12% ऑफ 2200 वैसा कैलकुलेट मत करते बैठो, क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम ये होगा कि अगर तुम कैलकुलेट करते बैठोगे तो सिंगल टाइम जाएगा उसमें. बट इफ यू सी रेशियो वाले जो सम्स रहेंगे उनको परसेंटेज में ही रखो. तो परसेंटेज में रखने से क्या होगा कि तुम्हारा कैलकुलेशन बच जाएगा और जो कैंसल आउट होता है कॉमन टर्म्स वो जल्दी जल्दी हो जाएगा. सीईटी में वो बहुत स्मार्ट वर्क करना पड़ेगा तुमको व्हेन इट कम्स टू क्वांट. तो ये एक बड़ा चीज है कि तुम सॉल्व मत करो क्वेश्चंस को, जब ऐसे सिंगल 5 क्वेश्चन लेकर ऐसे लॉजिक में जैसे पजल्स को सॉल्व करते वैसे मत करते बैठो, वन एट अ टाइम आने दो. सीरीज को कभी मत करना सॉल्व व्हेन इट कम्स टू सीरीज, बिकॉज सीरीज में बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड रहता है. अगर तुम्हें एक टाइम में स्ट्राइक नहीं होता है तो छोड़ देना ऑन द स्पॉट, और अगर तुम्हें स्ट्राइक हो रहा है कि हाँ 30 सेकंड्स के अंदर अंदर तुम्हें स्ट्राइक हो रहा है कि यार दिस इज द एक्चुअल फंडा व्हाट दे हैव यूज्ड, देन गो अहेड विद इट. सो सेकंड राउंड में जब मैं 50 से फन आता था तब मैं डीआई सेट्स ऐसे सिलेक्ट करता था कि आउट ऑफ दिस 5 डीआई सेट्स, मेरे टाइम पे शायद 5 भी थे, 5 into 5 25 क्वेश्चंस वैसे थे डीआई के. तो आई मेड श्योर कि आई सॉल्व 3 to 4 3 सेट्स कंप्लीटली. एंड 3 सेट्स मतलब उसमें भी वैसा था कि आई केप्ट इजियर डीआई सेट्स इन द फर्स्ट सेकंड राउंड एंड थोड़ा टफ रहेगा वो थर्ड राउंड में, because मैं I was very dependent on quant and I made sure that I could score 40-45 in that section. So अगर if you guys are very strong at quant, you guys should go with this strategy which I'm saying right now. It is very useful because it helps a lot and you can concentrate on all the questions. So sometimes what happens is students just start from 1 to 50 and as and when the questions come they start solving. तो वैसे मत करते रहना, तो उसमें तुम लोग का कॉन्फिडेंस भी लो हो जाएगा क्योंकि तुम बहुत टाइम लोगे, और सेकेंडली तुम्हें सम्स नहीं आएंगे. तो तुम उस टाइम में भी तुम्हें अगर 1 to 50 जा रहे हो तो पहले 25 में तुम्हें बहुत टाइम लगेगा अगर ऐसा लग रहा है तो अगर बहुत टाइम लगा तो तुम्हारा कॉन्फिडेंस लूज कर दो कि भाई पेपर चला गया मेरा, तो वैसा मत करना. सेकेंडली जब तुम 50 से 1 आ रहे हो तो डीआई में ध्यान रखना कि तुम डीआई के जो भी क्वेश्चंस नहीं सॉल्व कर रहे हो उसका सेट अलग से रखा है तुमने पेपर में, क्योंकि इट शुड नॉट हैपन दैट यू समटाइम्स द डेटा इज फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन 1 यू नीड टू टेक इन द क्वेश्चन 2, बट क्वेश्चन 2 इज थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट. तो उसकी वजह से तुम क्वेश्चन 1 का डेटा तुम पहले फर्स्ट पेज पे रहेगा और तुम बाद में जब रिटर्न में आओगे तब पेज नंबर 4 पे रहेगा तुम्हारा रफ में. तो तुम ढूंढते मत बैठना, चाहिए तो तुम ऐसे पेपर में ना स्लॉट्स बना के रख दो, DI1 DI2 ऐसे स्क्वायर्स बना के रख दो, तो तुम्हें पता चलेगा कि हाँ पूरे डीआई का कैलकुलेशन सब इसी में है, तो तुम एक साथ में वो पेपर में रख पाओगे. तो ये जब रिटर्न 50 से लेके 1 आ रहे हो तब तुम्हें 3 DI सेट सॉल्व करने, और क्वांट के थोड़े मॉडरेट लेवल रहेंगे, मतलब 1 लाइनर या फिर 2 लाइनर क्वेश्चन जो तुम्हें लग रहे तुम्हारे स्ट्रॉन्ग चैप्टर्स रहेंगे, तो इफ यू फील कि तुम ये सॉल्व कर पा रहे हो, देन गो ahead with that, but make it a point that you are able to take a decision of going with that sum within 30 seconds, because you cannot waste a minute in that for that sum and then end up saying भाई नहीं आ रहा, जाने दे, अब छोड़ देता हूँ. जो 30 seconds में हो रहा था वो 1 minute की तरफ खींच के लेके मत जाना. And then when you from like this is from 50 to 1, now make it a point you are going from 1 to 50 again. तो अभी क्या होगा कि तुम्हें पता रहेगा कि तुम्हें कौन से क्वेश्चंस पे जंप करना है डायरेक्ट. देयर माइट बी सम क्वेश्चन कि भाई इररिलेवेंट है, मेरे को आता ही नहीं है, वो चैप्टर मैंने किया ही नहीं, या तो फिर मेरे को बहुत टाइम लगेगा, वो मेरा वीक सेक्शन है, तो तुम वो करना ही मत. हियर इज द टाइम व्हेन यू स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग सीरीज के सम्स. सीरीज बिकॉज यहाँ पे तुम्हें थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा. तुम 50 में से इफ यू फॉलो दिस, आई फील तुम लोग के 30 क्वेश्चंस हो चुके रहेंगे, 50 में से 30-35 क्वेश्चंस हो गए रहेंगे, बिकॉज सीईटी में इतना डिफिकल्ट क्वांट कभी नहीं आता. इंजीनियर्स नॉन इंजीनियर्स में किसी में भी बाइफर्केशन नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बट इफ यू सॉल्व लॉजिकली दैट पेपर क्वांट सेक्शन, it is not that difficult. If you see, it is just how you do follow a right strategy. So now 1 to 50 when you're solving, start like for me time and work was becoming difficult. Like if there are more parameters in time and work, so like there were 3 to 4 people who are filling the system or something like that. So that type of sums I used to solve at the end. So when I used to solve at the end, it was like yeah, I can give thoda time and then go with that sum, because मैंने सब easy sums और मैंने कोई भी questions miss out नहीं किया. So I can take out time for these questions, and then because there would be like out of 30 or 20 or 15 to 20 questions, there would be only 10 questions where you will feel कि हाँ भाई ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, but I need more time. There might be 4 to 5 questions I'm pretty sure which you might feel कि भाई नहीं हो रहा है, let me go with random marking. So don't go with those, just random mark those 5 questions on the spot and move ahead with those questions. If you feel कि भाई तुम लोग से नहीं होगा तो छोड़ देना. And don't take it on your ego कि भाई मैं कर सकता हूँ, मेरे को थोड़ा 15-20 मिनट भी दिया तो भी ये सॉल्व कर दूंगा. So don't think कि भाई मेरे को सॉल्व करना है. It is not necessary to solve each and every sum. It is just necessary to solve the sum within the time limit and with accuracy. Quant में please keep accuracy, because that is the only section where you know कि you get all the right answers. Verbal में you are not sure of the right answer. Abstract में also you are not sure of the right answer. तो राइट आंसर श्योर रहेगा अगर तुम्हें 100% लग रहा है कि वो इफ इट इज वेरी इजी देन यू नो, बट सब क्वांट इज द ओनली सेक्शन व्हिच आई फील वेयर यू विल बी गेटिंग लाइक सॉल्व करके आंसर खुद ला रहे हो तुम लोग. सो ये फॉलो करना. एंड सेकेंडली टाइम योर सेक्शंस. प्रीवियस वेबिनार में भी मैंने बोला था कि प्लीज टाइम योर सेक्शंस. और टाइम सेक्शंस करने से अच्छा क्या होगा कि तुम, मैंने क्या किया था, 100 मैंने 50 मिनट्स क्वांट को दिया था, तो 150 टू लेके 100 तक मैं क्वांट ही करता रहा. फिर मैंने छोड़ दिया कि बाकी का 100 मिनट्स के बाद वो बाकी के 3 सेक्शन करूंगा जो ऑर्डर में दिए सोचा था वो. सो नाउ फ्रॉम फॉर 50 मिनट्स आई मेड श्योर कि आई एम सॉल्विंग इट इन 3 राउंड्स. सो व्हेन आई एम सॉल्विंग इट इन 3 राउंड्स, दिस इज द एडवांटेज, यू नो द पेपर इन एंड आउट. क्वांट सेक्शन इन एंड आउट तुम्हें पता है कि हाँ भाई मैंने ये क्वेश्चंस को स्किप किया है, and I'm thorough with these questions, and that is why I have done those questions. This will give you a lot of confidence. If you see the 30 for me this time it was like within 45 minutes I was able to solve 45 questions for quants. So I had 5 minutes to solve the difficult questions of quant itself. So this same thing can happen with you guys also. See, now if it is 120 minutes or 150 minutes, it doesn't make a difference. The only difference it makes is that you need to go faster and don't go for a second round or the third round if you feel that quant is going difficult. So I would suggest that if this time 120 minutes is there, you should go with around 30 minutes, 35 minutes for quant section, because if quant is your stronger section, you can easily score 30-35 in that. That's like that range, time range, 35 minutes. It is just कि तुम लोग continuously solve करना चाहिए. और हाँ, और तुम्हारे calculations को strong बनाने के लिए just take down, if you guys are like noting down or paying attention, there are 3 to 4 things which you should do every day to make your calculations go much more faster. First, learn the fractions from 1 to 11. Like 1 by 11 भी तुम्हें आना चाहिए, and that should go from for 1, 3, 4, 5 till 11 it should go, because that it's like these guys have been asking particularly in that range only. ज़्यादा करके 9, 11 आता है ऐसा करके, because odd numbers का ज़्यादा आता है because people are not thorough with that. So learn from 1 to 11 का fractions. So 1 by 11 पता होना चाहिए 0.909 वैसा वाला सब. Then squares till 40, because squares and cubes till 20. I'm saying the reason is ये जो squares and cubes है वो तुम्हें ज़्यादा करके इधर काम आएगा सीरीज में. They have been asking repeatedly, they are asking like squares plus cubes ऐसा करके कुछ questions पूछते हो लोग. They're like 2 square plus 3 cube, 3 square plus 4 cube. they series का formats वैसे आता है. ये तुम्हें इधर काम आएगा. और प्लस बोर्ड इन लोग ने नया टाइप का सम चालू किया ऑफ लेट, that is they'll not give you exact square, so it is like they'll give you 80.99 and that ka square root they'll give. So you guys sometimes students get confused, but it is actually 81 का square root. तो वैसा वाला questions जो है ना वो लोग बोर्ड मास में पूछते हैं. बोर्ड मास रूल का जो एप्लीकेशन रहता है ना, these guys have been asking it like that now. So they'll either ask like 16.01 का square. So that is indirectly you don't have to sit and solve 16.01 ka square. It is just you have to ignore that 0.01 and go ahead with 16 square. So similarly for board mass type of sums, which if you know this squares and roots properly, cubes, you'll be able to go much more faster with the calculations of these type of sums and series. And obviously DI में तो तुम्हें सब कुछ ही काम आएगा. And yeah, tables आना चाहिए तुम्हें. 1 to 40 you should know the tables. Even if 1 to 40 if you find difficult, but 1 to 35 तो आना ही चाहिए. 1 to 35 this is because calculations तुम्हारा अगर 1 to 35 बहुत strong है, तुम्हें पता है कि 23 into 35 कितना होता है या फिर 20 into 25 कितना होता है, तो तुम्हें easy जाएगा sums को formula calculate करने में और तुम्हें answers compute करने में. And yeah, don't ever go till the last step of the sum. तुम्हें second last या फिर third last step में तुम्हें शायद idea आ जाएगा कि तुम्हारे last digits के ऊपर ध्यान रखना. तुम लोग कभी भी solve करोगे ना, तो CET में मैथ्स में ये एक एडवांटेज है कि तुम्हें अगर लास्ट डिजिट जो अगर तुम्हें लग रहा है कि तुम सही जा रहे हो, तो तुम ऑप्शंस में लास्ट डिजिट्स चेक करना, लास्ट 2 डिजिट ऐसा करके. इफ देयर इज लाइक 1000s or 10,000s का जो रहेगा, तो लास्ट की 2 डिजिट चेक करो कि तुम लोग को कुछ इसमें से कुछ आ रहा है क्या मल्टीप्लिकेशन में. एवरी सिंपल मल्टीप्लिकेशन करके अगर 4 क्यूब का 64 आ रहा है और लास्ट में कोई 64 है तो वो मार्क कर दो. डोंट सिट एंड वो तुम्हारे सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए तुम लास्ट तक मत जाना. तुम यहाँ पे तुम्हारे 30-40 सेकंड्स काम बचा सकते हो, एंड दैट इज वेरी यूजफुल इफ यू गो अहेड विद एब्स्ट्रैक्ट इन द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन. तुम क्वांट्स का जो शॉर्टकट यूज करके एंड क्वांट्स की जो ये मेथड यूज करोगे तो तुम टाइम सेव करोगे, और टाइम सेव करने के बाद तुम्हें नेक्स्ट सेक्शंस में बहुत काम आएगा. एंड इफ यू आर वेरी स्ट्रांग, एंड में तुम्हें इतना टाइम मिलेगा तो तुम पजल्स आराम से कर पाओगे. ये मुझे बहुत काम किया था बिकॉज आई सेव्ड अराउंड 2 to 3 minutes more by doing these like following these strategies in quant section itself, and because of that I was able to solve a puzzle more. So this helps you towards the end where you will feel कि हाँ भाई अभी मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है and I have only puzzles to go ahead with, and that's where you can utilize this time because you don't have any sections left now and you are at the end of your paper. It's either random marking or you sit and solve the paper. So this is how I solved my quant section, and if you guys have any questions I'll be taking up one by one. Just raise it in the chat box. Does percentile affects due to wrong marking? Yeah, obviously it will affect because you will not be scoring in that particular question and your marks will go down. So percentile would affect because CET may, if you want to get into JB, like 1 mark also counts. So make it a point that your accuracy is very good while when you're solving each and every sum. 80% तक रखना. जल्दी में वो मत करना कि तुम पूरा पेपर उड़ा रहे हो. जल्दी में तुम even if you solve 150 questions and if your accuracy is 50%, तो तुम्हारा 75 marks ही आएगा. तो that doesn't make a sense. इंस्टेड थोड़ा टाइम ज्यादा डाल के वो करना कि you are able to solve it properly. And quants में स्पेशली कीप योर एक्यूरेसी अराउंड 80 to 90%, उतना तो रख ही सकते हो, बिकॉज डीआई में जाने, सी इफ यू आर सॉल्विंग, इफ यू आर थरो विद द सम्स एंड द क्वेश्चंस, तो तुम्हें ज्यादा वो नहीं प्रॉब्लम आएगा, बिकॉज तुम्हें सम्स आ रहे हैं, तो तुम्हें रॉन्ग जाने का चांस अनलेस एंड अनटिल तुम कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक करते हो, तो वरना कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक्स बचाओगे तो तुम्हें कॉन्स में 90% एक्यूरेसी मिल सकता है वहां पे. So question from Khushbu. I am fresher from BMS, so starting from today giving 10 hours, can I do go JB? Yes, yes, obviously you can go. ऐसा कुछ है नहीं JB के लिए, it is just you give your paper logically and with proper strategy. So cons, and I'll be giving strategies in the few further sections. So just start and make it a point that you are dedicated while solving. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि you are boring है, बोर हो रहा है तुम्हें and तुम पीछे 10 का 10 आवर्स में से 2 आवर्स मोबाइल यूज कर रहे हो एंड फिर यू आर लिसनिंग टू म्यूजिक एंड सॉल्विंग, तो तुम्हारा पढ़ाई तो हो रहा है बट तुम्हारा एफिशिएंसी उतना कुछ नहीं है. तो तुम्हारा एफिशिएंसी यू नीड टू इंप्रूव, बिकॉज इट इज, यू शुड मेक श्योर दैट व्हाटएवर यू आर सॉल्विंग इट विद फुल डेडिकेशन एंड यू नीड टू नो कि भाई हाँ मैं कर, आई हैव टू डू इट एंड यू हैव टू फोकस इट. ऐसा नहीं 10 hours a day, it should not be like कि 10 hours you just and the number is important, quality is important. Go ahead with the quality, don't focus on your quantity, like 10 hours a day I'm studying, so how useful it is. My quant is weak, which topic should I focus on? So is there any entire quant section is like Nikhil, is there an entire section weak, or there are some specific chapters which you find it weak, because of you cannot solve, because of which you feel that your quant section is weak? Just let me know. Entire quants except DI. So what I would suggest is, you can, if you can solve DI questions, then it is well and good. Go ahead with those DI questions in the first round itself if you find it, and that's where if you can solve 25 questions properly, then you are getting 25 questions, 25 marks itself if you are solving it with full accuracy. And then if you do not want to solve those 25 questions remaining actual quant section, then just switch over to abstract, because if you sit and start solving each and every sum in the exam, then it might be difficult. And if you feel that there are still 5 to 6 chapters which you can easily solve, then pick up those sums in the paper, then solve those, and then switch to the next section. That would be my strategy if your quant section is weak and you still have time. You can still practice 10 to 15 questions every day. Like what you can do is, if you are thorough with the rest of other sections, if you want to improve your quant section, then what you should do is pick up algebra, and within like algebra, if you see, there are 10 to 12 chapters if you see. So for each chapter, you just start solving 10 questions. So, and every day make it a point that you're solving 5 chapters. So like that makes 10 questions from each chapter, that is 50 questions per day. So that's how you'll get a hang of those questions and the variety of questions which have been asked. This would actually help you, because this was the I had done this much earlier, and it helped me a lot, because when all the different types of sums come together, it helps you a lot, and you can think over the sums. And if you solve one chapter every day, that will not help you so much, because you will be knowing ki, by this chapter is from permutation combination, I'll have to use that only. Go ahead with that. It would really help you. I am Saurabh Trivedi. I am working profession. Today I enrolled for CET in CET King. So what should be my strategy? Yeah, so you are a working profession. Do you have any experience of those like questions, like which type of questions have been asked, or have you ever given any other exam prior to this? And if you've not given, then your strategy should be that start solving questions first. The black books for CET books, or the blue books, I don't remember the exact color, but those books are very helpful if you see. And with that books, if you start solving with those books, and every 3 days make it a point that you give one mock, CET King mocks, CET King basics and CET King advanced. And if you want to practice, then if you are if you like actually thorough with all the concepts in quants and other and all the other sections like logical reasoning you've been practicing, like you've been practicing those type of questions, then you should go ahead with mocks. And if you like if you can you can give around 3 to 4 mocks in a week if you feel that you know that what all things have been asked in the CET and you can easily manage those questions. So that would be my solution. If 1 second, I missed your question. And yeah, you should solve if you're not solving with the giving full length mocks, go ahead with sectional tests. Sectional tests would help you, like they'll give you a trailer about how the actual paper is. Sectional tests are actually good when you are not knowing about the most of the concepts, and I gave sectional tests for verbal and abstract as well because I was not thorough with those type of the questions being asked. So if you and yeah, today I enrolled for CET. Yeah, that would be my strategy. If you see, give start with 3 to 4 mocks if you know all the type of questions, and if you do not know, then go ahead with a single mock every couple of days, and then slowly and gradually increase the number of mocks and start practicing much. But make it a point that you analyze your weaker sections and practice those type of questions with the from the black books itself. Any YouTube channel for reference to improve tricks? There are no tricks as such. If you see, it's all the shortcuts and how you solve your paper. So CET King videos are very good, and CET King books are also very good to improve your improve like the calculation, make your fast calculation, or to solve paper in a proper manner, because that they give you an overview of how the questions are actually asked in the paper. I am not able to increase Shubham. I'm not able to increase accuracy in number series. Only able to get 2 correct out of 5 in mocks. Okay, yeah. So this is the case, and for that, if I can only suggest is what I can suggest is practice more type of sums like this, and learn cubes and cubes and squares, and your table should be thorough, because that's the only thing where it is all on luck. If it strikes, then it strikes, because there's no specific strategy for that. And only the thing you should be very careful about is just know the summation of like squares and cubes. There are typical 5 types of sum which they've been asking. Squares ka multiplication they've been asking, or cubes ka they've been asking. Then they've been asking multiplying by each number by a prime number, like multiply by 2, multiply by 3, multiply by 5, as they've been asking. Then they have asked divide by 2, divide by 4, divide by 6. ऐसा questions ज़्यादा करके you will have to solve only to get an idea. तो increase accuracy increase करने के लिए this is the only strategy. Practice more these type of sums, and learn recall every all the calculations, the fractions and the squares and cubes every day. So this would help you. How to give mock from now and how Nitin, how to give mock from now and how I study from now. I'm a repeater. I got 58% last year. Please show me the correct way I cracked it. Yeah, so that's not a problem if you got 58 percentile this year, last year. Just forget that. If you are serious on giving cracking JB, so what you should do is you already have an idea about how the actually CET is being conducted, and you might have practiced a bit. So I would suggest that you should go ahead with mocks every day. Like first week you should go ahead with mocks, because that's how you'll get to know कि हाँ भाई कितना आ रहा है, कितना पानी में है और कितना मुझे करना है, which sections I am weak on, which sections I am strong at. So this would help you in analyzing your performance in the, like the first week what you should do is analyze your performance in the CET paper. सो मॉक्स में तुम्हें कितना 90 आ रहा होगा या फिर 60 आ रहा है, 70 आ रहेगा. एंड वन मोर थिंग गाइस, प्लीज डू नॉट रैंडम मार्क एट ऑल. रैंडम मार्क तुम फेब्रुअरी के बाद चालू करना, फेब्रुअरी एंड में या फिर फेब्रुअरी के लास्ट वीक ऑफ मार्च में तुम चालू करना, बिकॉज तुम्हें रैंडम फेक मार्क्स आएंगे मॉक्स में विच वुड गिव यू नेगेटिव, लाइक विच वुड बूस्ट योर कॉन्फिडेंस, बट इट इज एक्चुअली नॉट रिलायबल. तो तुम वो मत करना. जो भी है रैंडम मार्क करना है तुम फेब एंड से करो, 25 फेब से चालू करो। उसके बाद तुम जो भी तुम्हें लग रहा रहेगा कि मेरा टाइम जा रहा है, कितना रैंडम मार्किंग में टाइम जा रहा है, वो भी पता लगना चाहिए, बट इट इज हार्डली 2 minutes, so please do not random mark. Yeah, coming on to your question once again, Nitin, give mocks, then see where you are weak at, then practice those type of sums for 4 to 5 hours. मतलब क्वांट्स रहेगा तो क्वांट्स में सॉल्व करो 1 hour। अगर तुम्हें चारों सेक्शन में वीक लग रहा है तो तुम देखो कौन से में ज्यादा मिस्टेक कर रहे हो। स्लोली एंड स्टेडीली यू विल हैव टू वर्क ऑन योर मिस्टेक्स ओनली, एंड इन्फ्रेंस और assumptions वो सब में आ रहा है रॉन्ग। वर्बल, इफ वर्बल इज अ वीकर सेक्शन, आई वुड सजेस्ट स्टार्ट रीडिंग समथिंग, reading every day, read a book or an article every day for at least 45 minutes. That would increase your reading speed. So verbal mein this would help you. Abstract may solve 15 sums every day if you are weak at abstract. If you are weak at quants, then calculations and everything, so you will have to learn the fractions wala thing, the tables, the squares, cubes. And apart from that, if there are any particular chapters you are finding weak, then you should solve that. But quant, I would suggest go ahead with sectional tests only, because sectional test would be like टाइम एंड वर्क का भी सेक्शनल टेस्ट आएगा, तो तुम्हें टाइम लिमिट के अंदर सॉल्व करना रहेगा, तो तुम्हें प्रेशर में तुम कैसे परफॉर्म कर रहे हो एंड हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व, दिस वुड बी वेरी बेनिफिशियल. सो क्वांट्स, only way to practice quants is by giving sectional tests as of now, because ऐसे भी जनवरी आया है, तो you can start with sectional tests and practice quant. वैसे I am getting 80 marks in mocks. Can I crack JBIMS in all India category? Yes, yes, yes. You guys can crack JBIMS from if you start studying from now also. There's no such thing you cannot crack JBIMS. JBIMS में crack करने के लिए it is just you need to give your paper properly, and तुम्हें एक question पे ऊपर stick नहीं करना है, and you should practice continuously. तुम्हें and if you're getting 80 marks, it means that you are not practicing much, or even if you're practicing much, you're not analyzing your mocks properly. Because sometimes ऐसा होता है कि we just give mocks but analysis करते नहीं properly. Analysis in the sense where you are going weak, where you are not, where what is a strong section, what is a weak section. बाद में तुम quant में भी तुम कितना time waste कर रहे हो, and out of that, if you're like solving 10 sums, and out for solving those 10 sums, if you are taking 20 minutes, that doesn't make sense. तो तुम्हें जो मैंने आज बोला कि इजी क्वेश्चंस फट सॉल्व कर दो, फिर रिटर्न में वापस DI सॉल्व करो, and then in the last round go ahead with those most difficult sums. Just try this. It would definitely help you. Order and time for Prapti, order and time limit per section that you would allot in 120 minutes, and non-essential thing that help you in reach 1990. See, order and time limit per section, it would depend on your strong and strengths and weaknesses. If it was me to give the paper, I would have started with quants, giving 30 minutes, then abstract for 15 minutes, and then going ahead with verbal for 20 minutes. So that makes around how much? 45, 65. I still have 55 minutes, 40 minutes for logic, and in the last 15 minutes, for 5 minutes for all the for just going like the remaining three sections, that is abstract, verbal, and quant. So for 5 minutes I would just go through all the questions and random mark those, and random mark if I'm not able to solve those questions. And now I'm left with only 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes I would go ahead with the puzzles. This is how I would go ahead with the paper. I am getting 80 marks in recent mocks. Can I crack JBIMS in the all India category? That's the same answer. I'm getting a score of 40 to 45 to 15 marks. Still I have chance to crack CT. Yes, you can crack, but if you provided you are very serious about it, because 45 to 50, that means you're very slow at calculation, or you are not solving it in the proper manner. So I would suggest that you should go ahead. You should practice more. Instead of score like 45 to 50 means your concepts are thoda weak, so tum thoda padho. I don't know exactly which sections are you weak in or how you are solving your paper, because this is not, I feel you are not solving in the proper manner which actually one should solve. 45 to 50 means all your sections are comparatively weaker. Start practicing, like to give one mock every day, and rest of the time, if you are getting 10, if you have 10 hours to study, in the remaining 7.5 hours, go ahead with 1 hour of analysis, and in the remaining six and a half hours, start solve all the 4 sections, and thoda thoda sabka solve karo, you will definitely crack CET. Strategies for verbal: continuously read your reading speed should be good, and you should go and reading and those so for synonyms, antonyms, make it a point when you read, if you are not able to understand those words, just note them down, and the meaning with meaning of the question, meaning of those. Strategy for verbal is nothing as such. If you see, I used options to solve verbal का questions, because para jumbles and reading comprehensions में जो थे, para jumbles specifically, I was sure with only 2 options, and then I picked up those 2 options and made my sentence, and that's how, if the sentence makes sense, I went ahead with that option. वर्बल में ज्यादा करके तुम ऑप्शंस पे खेल सकते हो, बिकॉज ऑप्शंस बहुत दूर दूर रहता है. मेरे टाइम पे इफ यू सी, जो नए टाइप के क्वेश्चंस थे, या फिर जो भी नए न्यू जैसे घुमा के नया कैटेगरी बनाया था, उसमें ऑप्शंस बहुत वेग थे. वेग एज इन, out of those 5 only 2 were very close to each other, rest 3 were like you could definitely rule them out. तो वो 2 जो बचेंगे, just read them aloud and then mark those answers. That was my strategy for those para jumbles. And yeah, for fill in the blanks also, the same strategy. Out of those 5 you can definitely rule out 3. तो para jumbles भी ऐसे निकल गया. RC, pick it up at the end. If you're not that fast at reading, or if you're not if your accuracy is low, then I would suggest go prefer something else, some different type of questions in another section, and not go with the RCs, because RCs are pretty long, and if you see इतना पढ़ने के बाद, if you cannot recollect what is there in the RC, then 5 questions would be difficult to solve, and it would take up 5 to 6 minutes of yours, which is not worth. And if you're good, then use G strategy. It helps. I'm getting a score of 45. I'm from arts background. Yeah. Krutik Mehta. I'm from arts background. My quant is damn weak. Please suggest me tips to build my foundation. Yeah, so yeah, I told you, right, what you should do. Practice those fractions and everything. And apart from that, pick up one book and pick up 10 chapters, 5 chapters in a day, and for those 5 chapters, solve 10 questions each. So that's how you'll have to improve. And if you are still weak, if you find that you're not improving, then increase the number of questions. Like you should go with 20 questions per chapter, and that's how you'll have to improve your quant section, because quants mein only thing is practice with the help of formulas. And yeah, if you cannot remember the formulas, then please make it a point that every 2 days you start writing the formulas of every chapter. थोड़ा लगेगा कि टाइम पास है, बहुत टाइम जा रहा है उसमें लिखने में, बट यू विल एक्चुअली रिमेंबर एट द डे ऑफ द पेपर कि हाँ भाई इसका, एंड यू विल बी श्योर, बिकॉज समटाइम्स स्टूडेंट्स डू नॉट रिमेंबर द फॉर्मूलाज, एंड उसमें ही प्रॉब्लम आता है. फॉर्मूलाज में प्लस का माइनस हो जाता है, माइनस का प्लस हो जाता है. सो दिस इज एक्चुअली वेरी हेल्पफुल इफ यू सी, बिकॉज फॉर्मूलाज लिखना इल मेक यू पिट पैड, तुम्हारे फॉर्मूलाज पिट पैड हो जाएंगे, तो तुम्हें क्वांट सेक्शन सॉल्व करने को भी इजी जाएगा. सो दिस वुड हेल्प. कृतिक sir, in puzzles, if there's a new concept in mock, where do I look for its solution, and more questions like the same? Yeah, so if there's a new concept in the mock, you should first of all, yeah, when there's a puzzle का question आएगा, तो don't sit and if you cannot solve, then exam direct solution मत देखना after your mocks. So if you see, तुम पहले बैठ के, इफ यू आफ्टर द मॉक्स, इफ यू फील कि हाँ भाई मुझे एनालिसिस करना है पर बोर हो रहा है, पजल सॉल्व नहीं करना है, तो प्लीज डोंट गो ऑन टू द सॉल्यूशन. इट्स ओके if you solve the sum another day, but please make it a point that you do not refer to the solution immediately after the paper is over, because तुम्हें फिर समझेगा नहीं, तुम्हें exactly क्या करना है तुम्हें समझेगा नहीं, क्योंकि तुम्हें स्ट्राइक भी नहीं होगा. बट इफ यू सी अगर तुम वो करते हो, क्या बोलते हैं, अगर तुम पजल खुद से सॉल्व करते, यू विल एटलीस्ट हैव एन आइडिया about how you should go ahead with the actual what is the methodology behind those puzzle. बिकॉज कभी कभी वो खाली ऐसा हो सकता है कि एक्चुअल पेपर में खाली डेटा घुमा के आया हो, बट द लॉजिक इज द सेम. सो दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन इट विल हेल्प यू. तो कभी भी तुम नए कॉन्सेप्ट, नए पजल्स को, whenever you come across a new puzzle, please sit after the paper, and even if it takes half an hour, solve that puzzle and just think कि हाँ भाई ऐसे solve करने का था इसको. Even if you're not getting, then take a break. Take a break of 45 to 50 minutes, then solve it second time. And if still you are not getting, then you'll see the solution. How to analyze the mocks? Pick up your just go on to the last page where there's a time and there's a time is given and your marks are given. Just see where marks per minute किधर ज़्यादा है, accuracy किसका कितना ज़्यादा है, कितना कम किधर जा रहा है. और अगर accuracy कम है और time ज़्यादा है, तो how you can how what questions have you wasted your time on, that is very important. अगर बहुत difficult and if those questions are actually difficult and you wasted a lot of time, skip those questions right up now. तो वैसे कर सकते हो. काले snap any suggestion? Nothing, just keep cool and improve, work on your negative points, and please don't repeat whatever you've done in your like mocks. Don't waste more time on your questions where you're not able to solve them or you do not have any clue as such. Don't sit and start thinking about the formula on the spot. This would waste your time and you will not get any proper result. Quant and DI is weak, so shall I focus on making other areas strong as there are only 2 months? No, there's not. Like you should make your quant and DI strong. If not strong, you can make like you can get it to a moderate level. Practice more, and so it is not necessary that you should like focus on other 3 areas. Sometimes it happens that quant and DI will come easy. People will start scoring there, and you will lose out on this section, and that's where your advantage was, and you've left that. So I would suggest the practice more. Quant and DI, it is high. It is not that the end of like the season, like where there are only 15 days left and you do not have time still to solve. You still have 2 months, if I'm not wrong, and 2 months may you can easily solve and improve your quant section and DI section. Practice, you just need a lot of you'll need a lot of practice, and you will definitely get into the like your fear will go that your quant and DI is weak. My score was 147. 120 minutes में strategies में changes can leave certain topics completely. Yes, you can leave some topics completely if you feel that you will not be able to solve. In spite of practicing for like 3 to 4 days or like for months you've been practicing, and if you're not getting proper results, but that is still our accuracy is weak in, especially in the quant section. I left sets का chapter, so I was not able to understand those topics. तो ज्योमेट्री थोड़ा वीक था, बट लकीली ज्योमेट्री के क्वेश्चंस हार्डली आते हैं, बट सेट्स I left. So you can leave some chapters if you feel that you are not strong at. 120 minutes में क्या changes होने चाहिए? It's just the time should reduce, nothing else. The 30 minutes का जो time है in your strategy, that should be allotted like 30. I just gave you my strategy for 120 minutes. That is 30 minutes for 35 minutes for quant, then 15 minutes for abstract, 20 minutes for verbal, and the remaining time you give 40 minutes to logic and 5 minutes to random mark, and just attempt those questions if you feel you can attempt for the remaining 3 sections, and then for the last 10 minutes go ahead with solving puzzles. DI is weak. What to do? DI is weak. Reason for DI being weak is calculations. You are not good at calculations. So calculations improve करने के लिए you will have to go ahead with tables and fractions and do a lot of multiplication. तुम्हें अगर multiplication direct भी आता है then it is very good, but अगर 35 into 22 हो then don't sit and solve exactly. ऐसा करना है तो अगर तुम्हें DI वीक लग रहा है तो तुम अप्रॉक्स कैलकुलेशंस पे जाओ, 35 into 20 करो, तो वैसे करो, तुम अप्रोक्सीमेशंस पे डील करो, DI वैसे स्ट्रांग होगा। तुम्हारे अप्रोक्सीमेशंस फास्ट होने, क्लोज होने, अप्रोक्सीमेशंस पे स्ट्रांग होने चाहिए। And then slowly and steadily, once you start getting hang of those calculations, then your section will become strong. I'm pretty sure तुम्हारा DI वीक होने का रीजन ये दो ही रहेगा कि you are not good at calculations or you are very bored to solve to sit and multiply those questions, those answer मतलब the numbers। तो वहां पे तुम अप्रोक्सीमेशन यूज करते रहेगे, और अप्रोक्सीमेशन भी अगर तुम यूज कर रहे हो तो वो सही से नहीं करते रहेगे, तो इसके लिए तुम्हें वो वीक लग रहा है। बट DI इज वेरी इजी इफ यू सी, इट इज जस्ट कैलकुलेशन इंटेंसिव। तुम अगर देखोगे तो तुम्हारा DI सॉल्व, अगर तुम कैलकुलेशंस में बहुत अच्छे हो तो तुम्हें एकदम इजी जाएगा। इंस्टेंट वो क्वांट से भी ज्यादा इजी जाता है DI, बिकॉज उन लोग खाली तुम्हारे कैलकुलेशन का स्पीड टेस्ट करते हैं उसमें। इट इज जस्ट कैलकुलेशन स्पीड टेस्ट, फॉरगेट DI। लॉजिक कुछ नहीं होता है DI में, इट इज जस्ट हाउ यू use fast calculation methods and solve. My first score, mock score was around 80, 85, something like that. 80, I don't remember exact score, it was around 80 only, the range of 80. What was your average score in mocks? How many mocks did you take? My average score in mocks was around 120 to 130. My highest score has been around 135 to 1, in the range of 135 to 140, and that too only 2 to 3 times. And how many mocks did you take? Yeah, I took around 50 mocks. Like in the last, if you see, from Fair Bend, I started giving 2 mocks every day, and before that, I used to give 1 mock every day. And in the month of Jan, like in the last 5 days, because last 5 days I used to give in like 2 mocks every 4 days, like that. So those, yeah. When you started your prep? Yeah, I started my prep, if you see, very diligently. I started my prep in the month of Jan 25th, from Jan 25th, because I had my exams for the MBA college itself. And yeah, so from Jan 25th, I started my preparations. And before that, I used to solve those black books, and that too, I was very irregular. So that's why I couldn't, very diligently I started from Jan end, and थोड़ा practice चलता था in the month of December, something like that. Yeah, so any other questions, guys? If you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we can end the session. Just let me know if the session was useful. How many puzzles did you solve? Did you solve an exam? Yeah, I solved 2 puzzles. And those were linear, and one was linear and one was a matrix puzzle. And apart from that, I solved coding, decoding, and direction wale types of puzzles. If you are counting them in the puzzles, then if you're counting those type of questions also in puzzles, then I solved 5. How many marks you got in mocks one? It was around in the range of 80 to 85, something like that. I am from arts background. My quants is damn weak. Please suggest me tips to build my foundation. Yeah, if Krutik, I've already answered to your question. If you've not paid attention, then I would just say practice every required sums from each chapter every day. Take up 5 to 10 chapters and solve 10 to 15 questions from each chapter, and give sectional tests for quants. If your foundation is weak, you can build foundations by solving, first of all, solve questions, and then after that go on to sectional tests for every chapter. That's how you'll be strong at cons. Have No, haven't given any MBA exams this year itself, apart from CET. The Vedic maths is helpful. It helps you a lot in increasing your calculation speed as well. So you should go, if you should follow Vedic maths. That would really help you. it is not complicated. If you are able to grasp those methods, then it will be very helpful. But for me particularly, I was not able to grasp those methods, and I used to get confused with the shortcuts they are using. So I actually went ahead with the fast calculator, like with these learning tables or some tables and fractions. So, but I would suggest that you should go, if you are able to follow those strategies or shortcut methods, then you should go ahead with Vedic maths. It would help you a lot. Yeah. So, any other questions? Do we have any other questions? No problem. Hope it was helpful to you all. Yeah. So, is Rao sir online? Rao sir? Oh, he's not online, I guess. Just a minute. I'll just call him and let him. So we'll end the meeting order. Yeah, I'll come again with the verbal session. That's not a problem. So this was particularly for quant. So hope this was helpful. I'll come ahead with all the strategies for each and every section, turn by turn. Yeah, you try, yeah, Kapil, try and solve 10 questions. It would be really helpful. Yeah, thanks a lot. You guys can leave the meeting. I'll also leave the meeting right now. You're done with the session.